The CS2 market is showing strong signs of recovery after climbing $150 million in market cap just this past week. First, we'll cover off on the new Solitude skin. Then we'll deep dive into the assets leading the charge on this recovery. This includes the 2020 RMR stickers, undervalued cases, and finally, the items getting left behind. It's a packed report today, so let's get into it. Alright, let's kick it off with the new Solitude, because I have to admit, I called this one wrong. A few weeks ago, I predicted Valve would flex the new Source 2 engine with the crazy animated limited time skin, and instead we got a clean but static M4. While it's great to finally see a meta CT rifle get the limited edition treatment, the execution feels disappointing, but honestly not that surprising. Dropping an M4 Solitude right after the XM Solitude feels less like a planned, controlled content drop and more like a lazy pivot. This points to a much bigger issue that I've been worried about, which is Valve's content pipeline to sustain this new economy. Running the armory on a seasonal schedule is a massive operational challenge. It requires a deep, pre-planned content calendar. Right now, it looks like Valve doesn't even have one. This release doesn't feel strategic, it feels like a scramble. Like a decision was made in a boardroom just last week to push anything out of the door. Does this sound familiar to the new animation update we got? What was stopping them from releasing the M4 and XM Solitude skins together and then letting the players choose which one they wanted? The fact that they didn't, in my mind, suggests that this was a rushed job to fill a content gap, and it's not part of a well thought out plan. Switching gears to talk about the market, there's been significant signs of life suggesting that we're in a slow but steady recovery after the market lost about 400 million since the trade lock update. One driver of this new growth is coming from a specific and explosive sticker market. The 2020 RMR. The Fnatic, North, and 100 Thieves hollows have seen a significant increase in demand. If you've been holding any of these, now's the time to sell. It is odd to see these dormant, low-supply collections suddenly catch fire. It feels like this could be another pump and dump, but we'll watch this closely. Our second story for this week is a strong demand in cases. The high-volume case market has sustainable upward demand and is a great opportunity for anyone trying to hold cases. Prices are down from their peaks, but demand is soaring for these items. Ignoring the cases that are not rare drops, we can see that the CS20 case has increased in demand by 43%. The glove case up in demand by 38%, and the Operation Breakout weapon case is up in demand by 37%. The rising demand shows that players and investors are actively buying in and creating the volume needed to support a future price recovery that could push the total market cap even higher. Of course, not all items are increasing this week. Some items are getting left behind, which include the Operation Wildfire case and the CSGO Weapon Case 3. Both of these cases have suffered a decrease in price and a decrease in demand. We're also seeing similar signs of weakness in categories like charms and patches, which have seen prices plummet by nearly 20%. So the key takeaway is this: the market is in recovery mode, led by speculative booms and pump and dumps, but we do have strong underlying demand for some cases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.